you keep having any of these signs and symptoms, do not ignore them. Hello. This is Dr. Bolaji, your health and wellness coach. Today I'm going to be talking about 8 signs and symptoms of heart attack. A heart attack, or the medical name is a myocardial infarction. It's when the oxygen-rich blood is not getting to the heart, when the heart is not getting enough oxygen. You need to know your body, so when something is wrong, you will be the first one to know that this is not normal. This has not happened before. I'm just going to go down those 8 signs and symptoms of a heart attack. And the first sign that is common is chest pain or chest discomfort. It feels like a pressure, like somebody is standing on your chest. It feels like somebody is squeezing your chest, or there's this fullness. So that's the first sign and symptom, the chest pain or discomfort. So if you have a chest pain or discomfort that is different than any chest pain before, that is one sign you want to pay attention to. Sometimes that pain can radiate to your neck, to your arms, sometimes to your back. So when you have a chest pain that is radiating down your arm, your neck, your back, that is one. And I just tell you how it feels. It feels like pressure, it feels like fullness, it feels like this squeeze, and like somebody's just squeezing your heart. So that's one, the first sign. The second signs and symptoms of a heart attack is tingling and numbness. If you just start having tingling, tingling is like somebody's pricking your fingers, with like a needle. So you feel that tingling, or your fingers or part of your body feels numb, your face, your cheek feels numb, that you cannot feel. When you touch it, you can't feel it. That's another symptoms, and it could be in any part of your body. It could be your face, your cheek, your jaw, your hands. So that's a second sign. The third sign and symptom is cold sweat. Cold sweat, you just break out in sweat. It's not that you were running, you were not doing anything that will warrant you to be sweating, and you are just covered in this cold sweat from head, to bottom. That's another sign and symptom of a heart attack. The fourth sign and symptom is nausea and vomiting. And nausea is, you just feel sick in your stomach for no reason. And sometimes it accompanies with vomiting. You start throwing up. That's number 4 sign and symptom. The fifth one is shortness of breath. Shortness of breath. When you just, maybe you are sitting down, you are not exercising, you are not running, you are not doing anything that will make you to be short of breath, and you start gasping for breath. That's, shortness of breath. When you start gasping, like you cannot get enough air, and it's not because you were running or climbing stairs or climbing mountain, then that is another sign and symptom of a heart attack. Shortness of breath, gasping for air. It will feel like you are choking, like somebody is choking you and you cannot get enough air in. The number 6 sign is heart palpitation or irregular heartbeat. And that's good, knowing your body. If your heart starts beating boom, 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 then stops. And it's not normal that the way your heart used to beat. That's, irregular heartbeat or heart palpitation. That's another sign and symptoms of a heart attack. number 7, I think I'm at number 7, is dizziness or lightheadedness. You're sitting down. Most of the time when people have heart attack, they're really not doing anything strenuous. You see that, they are at rest, sitting down, watching TV or standing, doing normal things. And then if you start having dizziness, you just feel dizzy, lightheadedness. Sometimes people will fall. So when you start having dizziness, lightheadedness, and there is no reason that you can associate to that could be a sign or a symptom of a heart attack. And the number 8 sign is just this feeling of impending doom. That's what people say, like they just feel like everything is closing up on them, that something bad or terrible is going to happen. So if you feel that, impending doom, that could be another sign or symptom of a heart attack. Warning signs. Sometimes people experience, you might not have all these 8 signs. It might be 2, 3. And if in a couple of minutes, if it does not subside, then you really want to seek medical help. You want to call 911. And sometimes people have these warning signs, like maybe 2, 3 weeks they've been having 1 or 2 signs, symptoms, and it's keep ignoring them. If you keep having any of these signs and symptoms, do not ignore them. Seek medical attention, and because there are tests that could be done to see what's going on, especially when you are having those symptoms. You want to call 911. You want to seek medical help right away. Women, most of the time, we have atypical signs and symptoms, which means signs and symptoms are not typical for men. As a lot of women, they just have maybe minor neck pain, and they just ignore it, or they just break out in cold sweat. So for women, you might not manifest all these 8 signs and symptoms. It might be mild, it might be subtle. Do not ignore any of those signs and symptoms, especially if you know that this is not normal. You know how your body functions, how you feel. So if you feel any of these things as a woman, because like I said, our signs and symptoms are subtle. Sometimes they are not so pronounced like for men. So please seek medical advice and call. Do not drive yourself to the hospital. Call 911. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel, like, put your comments down. If there's any particular topic that you would like me to discuss or talk about, you can put those down in your comments. Take care and stay healthy. Bye.